Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I want to tell you a little story. I've been sharing a GoFundMe campaign on my personal page, and tagging my business Life Hustles Ltd. And I have been seeking working capital because I've just been starting up again. This is my just over 1 year now with my craft in Europe, but I just made it into the market. Just enough funds to buy some tools, produce some product, and get into the market. I think just before the Christmas season kicked in. So October 2016, I built these glass cases and I set them up in the market hall. And I had just enough to make a nice display out of those glass cases as a stall in the market hall. As soon as I sold anything, then my display would become less interesting, and eventually I'd have nothing to sell. So I managed to find ways to make some things in the current setting. There was a little shop around the corner from my stall that had some artwork on wood. So I would just pop over there and pay them their price for it, make a few cuts, and then sell it and make a little bit of a profit off of it. And I kept things going that way also. So I had some items on display. I started accepting commissions to produce works, and then I told the management that if I wanted to stay, and I did. I saw that the product was well received. People would start buying from the things that I had. My displays was diminishing, and in order for me to carry on, I would have to have a proper place to work. I needed to get into a unit, so they put me in a unit. A few weeks later, I moved into my first unit, and I was there for about 6-7 months, and producing product, building it up, and then they moved me to a better location, which is where I'm at now. It's really good. It's a really wonderful location, really good visibility, and it's a really wonderful setup that we have now. But in all this time, I have never had what I've needed. Never had the proper working capital, nothing to fall back on. If I did not sell, I would be done. I'd have to go home, and I wouldn't have a place to work either, because I do not have a proper facility to work at home. So I would be not only inaccessible to the public to find the product, but I would not even have a place to produce the product. So I've been blessed with just over a year now that I have made it so far in these conditions, because it's been difficult carrying this heavy overhead, producing enough product to keep on display in the store, have examples for people to see what could be done, buy something, walk out the door with it. Also try to keep up with these personal requests and bespoke orders. Find a nice balance, find the right balance between delivering bespoke orders and keeping the store stocked, and putting the product at a price that people are willing to pay, because they're not familiar with this product yet, and they're not fully prepared to pay too much for it, because they see a jigsaw, a puzzle, and they lose sight of the all the time and effort that goes into it, and the value of it as a handcraft produced by an artist that lives here in London. So unfortunately, has a high cost of living as well as a high cost of overhead to be in this location where they found me. So yes. So we've been getting by. The prices need to be adjusted a little bit. We need to raise the prices because of the time that goes into them. I want to still try to keep them accessible, and I'm trying to sell this as a high-end art. Although I do plan to produce a high-end posh product as well. And I want to start training apprentices to help me do the cutting as well, so that we have more capacity to deliver, because it's a supply and demand issue now. I'm receiving bespoke orders faster than I can produce them. People are getting upset with me that it's taking me much longer than I promised, and so I need some working capital, start training apprentices, and buy materials. So I want to hire employees. I want to get materials, stock the store up properly. It's never been stocked up properly. So I have this campaign, this GoFundMe campaign, and I'm going to be sharing that one today on my Life Puzzles page as well. So those of you who I've met in my shop who have befriended me, maybe you might be interested in donating a little bit. If you donate a little bit here, £5 here, £5 there, eventually it will get there. Get some working capital so that we can get this enterprise. Starship Life Puzzles Captain Log. What is the date today? 02.12.17. Yes, I like to joke around a little bit. I do love pop culture. I actually am a bit of a Trekkie, but my captain is Captain Picard. And this one also is a shout out to Lorraine, who's waiting for Captain Kirk and the Tribbles. Lorraine, I love you, I respect you, and I'm sorry that you're waiting so much longer to get your piece, and so many people are waiting so much longer to get their piece from me than I originally said I could do. And please, everyone, I did not make these projections to you, these promises to you, believing anything less than what I said I could do. I believe that, but it never works out the way I think. So I also need to get better at projecting things to be much longer than I think it will be, and delivering it to you sooner so that you don't get upset with me if it actually takes much longer. Now I want to tell a story, and that's why I wanted to make this broadcast, because I wanted to share this. I was going to rewrite a story. There's a story I like. It's the Little Red Hen. I love this story. I'm gonna make it though. This one's the Big Green Rooster. I'll make myself the Big Green Rooster. It's a derivative art spun off of the story of the Little Red Hen. So, the Big Green Rooster by Life Puzzle Crafter Brian Danewood is now writing the story by word, dictating it. Big Green Rooster. He comes across something wonderful. Oh, what could it be? What could it be? We're not really sure. Is it a loaf of bread? Is it a mountain full of gold? Is it a store in Camden Town by the name of Life Puzzles? Life Puzzles Ltd. It's all of the above. And he goes to everyone and says, who will help me? Who will help me cut this life jigsaw? Who will help me cut this life jigsaw? Because I really believe it's something wonderful, something amazing, something you've never seen before. And that is a breath of fresh air from all the mass-produced things out there. So let's cut this life puzzle. I need your help. And this one says I can't do it for that reason, and that one says I can't do it for this other reason, and this other one says I can't do it because I simply don't want to and I don't like you. So, I don't appreciate your sense of humor. So the Big Green Rooster says, alright, fine. I'm gonna cut this life puzzle myself. And he carries on one piece at a time, cutting this life puzzle. Getting a little tired, but he's in his prime. He can do it. He's 41 years old now, almost 42. He can do it. He can do it. He carries on cutting the life puzzles, piece by piece, getting to the heart of the matter. Yeah. He goes back to everyone else and says, I'm feeling that it's getting really kind of difficult now. I need some help. Who will lend some help? And this one says I can't for that reason. That one says I can't because of this, and this one, and the other one, and that one. And all of them say, no, we're not going to help you because we don't like you or your sense of humor. Forget you, man. do it yourself. So Big Green Rooster says, all right, I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna cut this life puzzle myself, piece by piece, and he carries on. And like this, he goes back to the others so many times, saying, who will lend me a hand? Because I really need some assistance here. People are getting mad at me now. I can't deliver my promises. Now I'm going to have to start raising my prices and making my promises longer. Maybe I can't produce the product anymore because people won't wait and won't pay the prices. Who will lend me a hand? I hope at the end of the story, because it hasn't, we haven't actually come to the end of the story yet. But I hope by the end of the story, Big Green Rooster is able to launch this enterprise. And we just go far out there, somewhere wonderful, all together now. Yes, on a sea of green, yeah, a great big life puzzle yellow submarine with love. That's what we want. That's all we want. One piece at a time. We're gonna get it. And I'll tell you what, I won't be there on the shore saying, who wants to sit on this beautiful place? Who wants to be here where we've arrived? It's wonderful, awesome, amazing. And the others are saying, oh, I want to be there actually. I can see that somehow. It's so amazing, it's so wonderful, so awesome, so huge, so wondrous and amazing, and I can see it from way back here where I am. But then we didn't go with you, and we didn't help you. But somehow still we can see you're there, and it is so wonderful. And we want to be there. And I'll say, okay, come. I'm not going to say no. Come. But unfortunately, because of this reason, and because of that reason, and all the reasons you said you couldn't help, you're not able to get there. Oh, I'm sorry. Better luck next time.